Hi, I'm Todd with Whole Latte Love. I'd like to welcome you to my new lab, the Whole Latte Love Labs. This is the first video I've done in it. And the first video is going to be how to hook up a BWT Water Filtration System with your espresso machine. So we got all the parts and pieces out here, and we'll start over here. This is the pressure regulator. This goes on the inlet side of the filter head, and this is the filter head over here. And that has an arrow on it, so you have to make sure you have the water flow going in the right direction. And then we have a flow meter, and you use this to keep track of when it's time to replace your filter. So we're going to start over here, and first thing we're going to do is hook up the pressure regulator. You have an inlet and an outlet side, and this fitting here goes on the outlet side. It comes with these big rubber O-rings, so we'll screw these into here. Be careful not to cross-thread them. Now you don't have to make these really tight. Oh, also, see the arrows there? They face towards the filter head. And BWT tells you to hand tighten them, so that's a little bit more than hand tight, but that's good. And on this particular one, I'm going to use the 90-degree fittings that come with the filter head. There are other ones, there's some straight ones, and I'll show you how they work also. Now inside of here, you have to put one of these little O-rings that come with it, so that goes down in there. Then you tighten in your elbow. Okay, you can make it hand tight, but I turned it pretty good there. And that eventually will go into here. Now, we have a pressure gauge. That's got to go on the front here. So I have to take this plug out, put it back here, and put the pressure gauge up here. Another simple process. Now it's either, I think it's a 3 millimeter. Yep. Yeah, it's got a rubber O-ring on it. So that'll go over to here. Again, don't have to crank it. Snug it good. Now with this pressure gauge, we're going to put on some Teflon tape on here. And just be careful not to, obviously, get any in the hole there. And you put these on, be careful not to cross-thread. These can cross-thread pretty easy, and if they do, then you got a problem. Then you got to give us a call. So tighten these down. Don't have to be super tight on it. And get that facing up, like that. That's pretty good. Now, if you crank it down too tight and it's not, so the gauge isn't like perfectly square, it doesn't matter. That'll work fine anyways. Just get it nice and snug. And here's your inlet fitting. Again, you got another thick rubber gasket there. And we'll put that on. And we'll just snug it. That's pretty good. Okay, so that's how this goes together. Now we'll put that onto the filter head. Now when you look at the filter head, you see the arrow says open and close. So open, you twist it, and it comes out. Then we'll take this, put that into there, and click it, and then you close it. See that? Again, put it on, and close it. So that's the inlet side. We'll get more into the water line coming in a minute. Now on the outlet side, you may or may not have this flow meter. If you do, first thing you have to do is make sure, see if there's a plug on this side or this side. Sometimes there's a plug in there and people put them together, and that doesn't work so good if you got a plug in there. And then they don't get any water coming through it. Again, got an arrow on it. Use one of those rubber gaskets that come with it, rubber O-rings. And this time I'm going to put on one of the straight fittings, just so you can see how these work. Very simple. Not going to crank this. Snug it in good. And then, again, this comes out. It's open, turn it, comes out. Put that in there. And we'll push it in and then lock it in. Okay, that's together. Now, the machine does come, or the filter does come with a 9-degree fitting, so you can put that down like that, or you can do this if you get by the straight one separately. Now, here's the fun part. It's so easy to hook this up to your water system. You got these BWT hoses here. They come 3/8 BSP, which fits this, to 3/8 compression, which is standard USA stock type stuff you can buy at Home Depot or any other hardware store. So if your machine is not real close, you can put on this BWT hose, and we'll snug that in there. And then to the machine, I've got a Synchronica set up here, or any machine that has this type of fitting on the end of it. This is 3/8 BSP. This has this ball on here. There's the ECM, Profitec, Betzera, and a few others. We had the special fitting made here. At the end of the video, we'll show you the part number for this, and this usually comes with all of our prosumer machines. We had the special made, so this ball fits in there perfectly. And so that tightens onto there. Snug that on, and then this will fit directly onto here. Just use a couple wrenches and snug that down. Now the nice thing about this fitting is, this hose, it's got rubber inside there, so it really fits in nicely. Okay, so let's say your filter is so close to the machine that you don't need this hose and you don't want to have an extra hose. I'll show you what you can do. We had another fitting made from our local machine shop. I'll show you how that one goes on. Take this off. Don't need this BWT hose here. This fitting here. And so what you do is you put your rubber O-ring in there. The water filters, or the pressure regulator comes with plenty of these. Just put that on here. I'll tell you, when you got these fittings, it's changed the lives of our customers. Make it so easy to do. So that goes on there. And then the hose from your machine fits perfectly into this. And you just snug that down and you got that. Well, the beautiful thing about this is you're not using any plastic hosings. No plastic hose at all. I'd much rather use the stainless steel lines. Okay, so that's the outlet. Now let's talk about the inlet side. I'm going to take this off because everything's moving around too much. On the inlet side, okay, so let's say you have your copper fittings and you put on whatever, however you do it. If you go to 3/8 compression here, we have the perfect hose. That BWT hose, again, will work perfect for this. So your 3/8 side, 3/8 BSP screws onto here. And just snug it down. And this 3/8 side goes right onto your standard American style 3/8 compression. And just snug that down. And you're good to go. So that's how easy it is to do. Now, if for some reason you need to go a long distance, but you want to stay with stainless steel braided lines, what you can do, you can go to one of your hardware stores and get, they call this a dishwasher kit. And you can get 60-inch length stainless steel lines, you get other lengths. You just have fittings you don't need, so you just take these fittings off. I couldn't find a place to buy a long braided stainless steel line without these fittings, but I was really happy I could find this. And so what you can do, you can add this line onto this existing line, to this line. So just get a 3/8 coupling, and we have these we have these available. We'll get you the part number. So that goes on there. That goes on there. And then this fitting will go onto here. So now we got 60 inches plus another 30 inches. And you can also do this on the outlet side if you wanted to. If you're using this fitting here, you could daisy chain as many of these lines in that you need. So you don't have to use plastic, which is my favorite way to go. And then the final part is you just bolt this to the wall, get some screws, whatever works good for you. And then we it goes just like that. Oh, forgot the most important part. You got to screw your filter in. Otherwise, it's not going to do you any good. And that's all there is to it. So I hope you found this video useful. If you have any questions, of course, you can contact us. We have tech support people on the phone. You can put some comments in there. If you're interested in the package, you can go to this link here. You can come to the package, but you can also buy pieces individually for what you want to do. So hope that helps out. My name's Todd. I'm with Whole Latte Love, and thanks for watching.
Want to learn more? Subscribe now so you'll know about the latest videos on everything coffee from Whole Latte Love.